Hey guys, Sword here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Dark Knights of Steel Batman. Because of course it's another Batman from the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys. I mean, he is one of the best-selling characters of all time, so I guess why not, right? Dare I say, why not? But jokes aside about how many Batman figures the Todd Father pumps out a year, this is actually a really cool one. This is probably the most Mythic Legion Z Batman figure we are going to get, for now, until we get one from another comic book I've never heard of. That said, it says Dark Knights of Steel. What do the other ones look like, and when are we going to get those? That would be pretty cool. Like, are they going to do, like, Nightwing, Red Hood, Batgirl, Robin, Red Robin, the Signal, and Batwing as Knights of Steel also? I'm very curious because, well, it'd be cool to have like a Knights of the Round Table Bat family. I forget to mention Red Hood, how stupid of me. And Azrael, the one that makes the most sense, right? That said, cutting right to the chase and getting into the meat and taters of this review. Look-see at Batman's only real accessory is the sword here. Not too gummy, it's got some flex to it, but I wouldn't bend it at a right angle. You could snap it, but it does have flex, so it shouldn't break oh so easily. It is PVC after all. Very nice hilt on there. Kind of reminds me of something the Mythic Legions would come with. My tongue's still tied from the Signal review from yesterday. My apologies, but he does, of course, come with a collectible trading card. Does have a bio on the back. I'm curious what this is gonna hold for us here. So let me pull my reader out here.
Batman, data file. Real name use waving law use wing watched his high parents brutally killed in Gotham City's crime alley Mationer by their deaths. He devoted high life coming the warrior's greatest weapon against the Batman 7 to become the ultimate Lanta. The Dark Knight disciplined his mind and then reached the pinnacle of mental and physical superiority in his relentless pursuit of justice. DC, Multiverse, So Man, Del rated act.
Alright, that's weird. Let me make sure this is the right card.
Batman TM Dark Knights of Steel TM.
Yes. So, pretty much the same bio as, I want to say the Hush Batman that we looked at about a week ago now. So that kind of sucks. I was hoping it was going to tell me that he, like, fights Joker dragons and, like, I don't know, something a little bit more medieval than the standard Batman bio, because this guy is clearly not from Gotham City. It's from medieval times, I would imagine. Again, could be wrong, but if somebody knows anything about Dark Knights of Steel, let us know in the comments. I'm very curious. So, taking Sir Wayne of Gothamshire off his stand here. How stupid was that name? Cool looking figure. I like him a lot. Like the Duke Thomas we looked at yesterday, he's got kind of the tube torso going on, which I don't mind. It does have some looseness, like most of the time, but not terrible. Yeah, he's not flopping all over the place. I will say, this scabbard on the back for the sword sucks ass. I don't like this thing. It's hollow, or it's like open, so it's not gonna freaking work really. And then you really can't put the sword in all the way. It sticks out a bit. And I'm not sure if it's like a defect or something, but you can only put it in this far. And realistically, it should go all the way up to here. Like, if I take it out, if I can get it out and not have it go in, we'll say. Clip on instead, it should go in like that far, but as you can see, the scabbard is not long enough, so it looks kind of dumb, to be honest with you. And it doesn't even feel like it's hollowed out till the very end there. I feel like there's like a rubber, like just a chunk of rubber in the bottom there. But, you know, with some customization, I'm sure you could get a scabbard on there that's worth the shit. So, that's how it should look. Right down to there. I mean, looking at it from the front, it looks a lot better like that than it does with this sticking out. But McFarlane Toys has never really given us a good scabbard. It goes back to the Origins Deathstroke. So I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Or if it is broke, don't fix it. But as far as articulation on this Batman goes, he's got the double ball peg in the head. Whatever range going up. He does have a helmet on, though. He's got some tilt side to side, some rotation. Shoulders go out that far. I will say this arm does not have that ratchet, but it's not really loose. Maybe a little bit, but not a ton. That said, this side does have the ratchet. It feels oh so very nice. It does rotate forward and back. He's got that butterfly. He's got a bicep swivel right below here. So the shoulder pad is not on the bicep swivel for once. He does have a double elbow despite the fact he's got a relatively low bicep swivel. So that's nice. And you can double hand the sword. That's not difficult at all. He does have ball hinge wrists. Despite the gauntlets, you can get those to work just fine. Torso can move this far forward. Try not to pop it out on you. This far back. Again, he's got that tube in there. So it's a little looser than some double ball pegs, but not by a lot. Can rotate, it can tilt. He does have a waist twist as well. But it's kind of hindered by the skirt. Can't really get up in there. There we go. But it does work fine. You know, if you shove the midsection up in there, you can kind of get a little bit more range out of all this down here. So his legs can kick out. Not the tightest things, but not extremely loose. They can kick forward and back pretty well. He does have a little bit of a thigh cut. Not a lot, though. See more on this side? I don't think so. I think it's about the same. Not very much at all. Yeah. Double knee. Surprised he doesn't have like the thigh cut. Like an actual thigh cut. The double knee's pretty good. It is a little bit flat, but not as flat as some. I will say, I think you do need to bend his leg, yeah. One notch. To successfully get him to stand. Excuse me. He does have the ball hinge ankles. I will say, they started making them like ratchet this way, side to side, which is interesting. Because I never really had a problem with that before, but I guess maybe some people have. And then he does have the rocker and toe joints, which are well placed and tight on both sides. So, pretty cool figure. I like him a lot. I think he looks cool aesthetically. Is he perfect? No. Is he going to dethrone Nightfall Batman? That is the question. Because I do really like this guy. I would argue this is a little better than the medieval Spawn we got, which sucks. Because that's like my favorite Spawn variant. And they kind of botched him. Not even with the paint, but mine is just kind of loose. And I didn't try and get another one, which is kind of unlike me. But at the time, I just didn't care. So I'm hoping maybe at some point they'll make a deluxe one with like a shield and an axe and stuff, but for now I got that loosey-goosey one, and it's just kind of like, but as far as this Batman goes, since he is the current figure we are having a look-see at, I like him a lot. I think he's awesome if you're into this type of thing. definitely check him out. Check him out. I'm starting to sound Canadian. I do live a few hours from Canada, but random BS about my location aside, I think you should check him out. If you're into cool Batman variants, this is definitely one to pick up. So, with that being said, it is time now that we move right along and take a look-see at how this badass Batman variant stacks up to a couple other badass Batman variants, also of medieval times. First up, here is our Dark Knights of Steel, Sir Wayne of Gothamshire, Batman, whatever you want to call him, literally the Dark Knight, right? Alongside a couple other badass medieval-style Batman variants, we have the Gladiator Batman from Dark Knight's Metal, or Death Metal, or whatever metal you want to call it. Either way, he's wearing metal, for crying out loud. And then we also have from Page Punchers, the 7-inch variety, the Cave Bat, Barbarian Bat, whatever you want to call it, Batman, from fighting the Frozen. I still think we need a Viking Batman to go with these three. Kind of complete the team of medieval-style, awesome, badass Batman variants, but maybe that doesn't exist. I'm kind of hoping it does, though. I'd like to see that in an Egyptian Batman. That would be really cool. That said, is it just me, or do all these guys' capes blow the same way? So literally, if you stuck them all on a shelf, they would be in unison. That's kind of funny. I just realized that. So, getting these two out of the way. I don't know when I'll get to this guy, but I'm just going to tell you right now, freaking awesome figure. And if I do review him, he's got a good chance of knocking Nightfall off the top figures, whatever. Like, holy crap. Well, that being said, let's bring in our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's brother Mandibulus, who goes quite well with this guy. And since I don't have medieval Spawn, we of course got the infamous K11 Spawn, who is a little taller, not by a ton, but a little bit. But yeah, scales quite nicely with your legions. If you want to put this guy in there, you'd probably need like 3 to 5 more coats of paint to look good with him, but you know, I think he could hold up. And then obviously he'd work with Spawn there. You know, he is made by the same company after all. So with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and despite the fact that I think the fine folks over at Four Horsemen Studios could have given us a way better Paladin, Knight, medieval, whatever you want to call it, style Batman figure, for what it's worth at the $20 to $25 price point, I think McFarlane Toys did a good enough job with Dark Knights of Steel Batman here, because while he is missing a lot of paint, he does have some joint looseness and not a lot of accessories. And do I need to mention that shitty scabbard on his back again? Like, what the heck even is that, man? Come on. You should know better by now. All that said, though, I do still really like this figure. And of the medieval-style Batman variants we got throughout the calendar year of 2023, for those of you watching this in the future, this one is one of my favorites. I'd say him and the Barbarian-style Batman from Page Punchers are kind of tied. I feel like the Barbarian Batman maybe a little bit better. That said, he does have a little bit more paint, maybe, and he does come with an extra accessory, so maybe that'll give him an edge. We'll see. But for what it's worth, I do really like this Dark Knights of Steel Batman, and hope we get the other members of the Bat family, or whoever it was, appeared aside good old Bruce Wayne here in that comic, in action figure form. I'd like to have a team to go with this Batman. That'd be really sick, because I can't help but hear the theme song from Arthur and the Knights of Justice, you goddamn right, every time I look at this figure. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.